Yo, how we doing, chat? All right, I think everything's good to go. All right, sounds good. Music's going. All right. Good evening, Kelly. Trade with John, Tim, John, Mock, Brady, Roger, Jeff, Andres, Kelly. See who else is here. Rice, Pieter, Dean, Speculate, Party, Impulse Waiver, Gold Grinder Dave. What's going on, guys? Wild day today, huh? What's up, Trader Matt? Wild day today. I don't know that I mean, I was expecting a pullback of some kind. I don't know that I was expecting, you know, I don't know what, 340 points to the downside. I got tagged out of my swing position long from 22,800, so I'm a little upset that they gave the stop run down there, but either way, it was still a good trade, so I can't be too disappointed in it. Nice slinky day, Roger. Yeah, honestly, it felt personal, guys, right? Like, I took that one contract off on my swing position at 23,500 last night on stream, and then today I put the second contract stop right here below 380, and it just came down and felt like the swing stop run down here. So, like, it didn't... I'm a little upset, but I'm happy with the profits, right? Because it kind of feels like... It kind of feels like I probably could have held that last contract to all-time highs right now. That's what it feels like. But, oh well, it was still a good trade. So how'd you guys do today? Let me know. Oh, nice running on empty. I'm glad you're finding value here. That's the entire goal of the channel. Oh, nice, Tim. Biggest win ever? GG's. GG's in the chat for Tim. Oh, Party, you did terrible today. Yeah, like if you weren't on that short side move and you were trying to buy the dip, you definitely had to be executing in the right areas today. Otherwise, you were probably getting ran over quickly. It was pretty volatile. What's up, Chris? You fell for all the seller traps, Party? Yeah. Yeah, that's the worst. What's up, Tim Trades? Closed at 800, speculate. Nice. Nice. Rice, 715 on the day. That's a great day, too. 990, Kevin. Nice. False lows or false highs. Hey, Lance. Hey, thanks for tuning in, brother. Yeah, I had a good day today. I had a real good day today. A little irked that I got tapped out of my swing position, but my day trading went pretty well today. I had the good read. For those of you that have access, I mean, I can show this now, but my read for the day was the key level was 500. My entry long was going to be at 510. So I caught this long up to just shy of 560. I got out at 550, so 40 points there. And then I caught the 480 short downside to 400. So I caught 80 points there. And then I think I even had a couple scalps on the way back up as well. Party, as far as avoiding traps, the best advice I can offer, and this is kind of why I say we wait for the break and retest, right? Like you can see here, right? If you were to take this long off 520 on the break of the level, you get caught in a 20-point pullback. So this is an ideal break and retest per se. This is just an example, right? Same thing happened down here. So this is the kind of move both to the top side that you're looking for at a key level. And if it was to the downside, it would be a flush like that and a retrace back into the lower extreme of this level. Do you see what I'm saying? Order flow traders can read those kinds of things based on what's happening on the DOM. I'm not that good at reading order flow just yet. But structurally, that's kind of what you're looking for. It happens a lot, almost every day in the market. Are we having another pullback on the Nas? I'm expecting buyers to try and hold above 500 here. So my read's pretty much going to be the same. We're going to be looking for, holds of either 520 or 500 for buyers to step in for the long. You can see we got orders stacked up here through the 560s. I'm not sure what size we have up here. Let's see. So you have 200 blocks stacked evenly through the 60s right now. And then there's one more order to the top side up here. That's a 100 block up here at 579. So I think, obviously someone's anticipating the market going higher. What's up, Dan? Broke even today? Hey, way to keep it at break even, though. Way to keep it at break even. Like, too many traders fall into that trap of, they get up on the day, they think they're trading really well, they take a $200 loss, they take a $300 loss, they take a $400 loss, and then they're right back to break even, and then they try to make it all back because they were up 1,000 on the day, when that's actually the wrong mentality. That's when you probably need to step away, realize that you're not seeing it correctly, and reevaluate, reset mentally, emotionally. So that's actually, consider that a victory, Dan. Oh, no, you were down and then went up. Okay. Kelly's like me. He was talking about me. No, I'm not talking about anybody in particular. Just everybody. Every trader. Every trader goes through that. Every single one. Oh, nice, Party. Good job. Rich Girl Mel, I have the wrong mentality. It's very hard to overcome that. I will admit, it's very hard to overcome that. Especially when you really enjoy trading and you enjoy, watching the charts. Really, really hard. You're battling your own mental. What's up, Kernal? What's up, Tactile? Or Tactic, I guess I should say. Sid, I'm hoping for a pullback into the 500 to 520 area for a long attempt. But I'm not going. What's up, Finkster? You're in 5 micro longs right now. Yeah, just be careful of the pullback into that 520 area, the 500 to 520 area. Right? We're below volume. We're below IBL from today. So just be very careful of the pullback from here. All right, new hourly candle just started printing. Stop loss is tight, and there it goes. Fixture's like, yep. Yeah, you just, it's... Roger, so there's not a time frame based on Bookmap. You guys kind of can't see the timeline down here at the very bottom. It just depends on how much you want to see. Right? Like, you don't set it to like a 5-minute time frame or anything like that. It just adjusts based on how much you want to view. Pre-market is going to be a repeat of open where everyone is looking to buy the dip that never comes. Yeah, I'm anticipating a pullback into the 500 to 520 area. Already anticipating it. Could it zoom through 500 to 520 down to the low 400s? I mean, it could. It could, massive. Might as well go to 0 WC. I've heard a lot of people ask for that. I don't know that that's ever going to happen. Oh, Brain, yeah, it was a good call. It was a good call. Someone called out 620 last night as well. That was a good call, too. I mean, for the overnight last night. Hey, thanks for the sub, Jan. I appreciate you. Speculate or 14K. Oh, dang, WC. Yeah, that's a hectic day. That's stressful trading right there. Down 2.7K, but made it all back. Sid, I'm not sure yet. I haven't really looked into next week. I don't know what news we have. Do we have any kind of big earnings next week at all? Let me see. Let me see what's on tap next week. All right, so we have CPI next week. Oh, Team Massive. Yeah, I inevitably all-time highs is what kind of makes sense here. Price would have to be firmly holding below 400 for me to be looking for anything more than a scalp short right now, if you're asking me. Oh, nice, Tim. Nice. What's up, Gonzalo? How are you? I'm good, brother. Oh yeah, Brad. It was a wild day, right? It was a wild day. Long right now, Kelly? Oh boy, I don't know. Oh, WC for sure. I mean, your higher time frame trades are going to be better, right? You just have to give them a little bit more room to breathe. Yeah, Brett, I mean, it seemed pretty apparent, right? Like, as far as the NAS is concerned, you could kind of tell that's where we were heading after the buy up. You know, really all the way from, like, I would say once we got above 23,250, it was pretty apparent where we were heading, at least in my opinion. But I was not expecting the kind of volatility that we've seen. Like, it's been wild. It's been wild ever since last what was it, Thursday? The volatility has really ramped up a little bit. Oh, nice, Grumpy. Yeah, I'm going to be patient here. I'm going to wait. I do think price is probably coming down into at least the 520s. If we get back above IBL from RTH today, which is right here above 540, I'm not opposed to trying the long. You know, stop would be just below probably this wick here at 534. So it'd be tight risk. All right, we got 150 people in here right now. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. This will be the last stream this week. Sunday will be chat trades again. I think next week... man, I wasn't paying attention. I think next week, what we're going to do, by the way, hopefully you guys are on board with this, but I think we're going to do chat trades, let's see, probably every globex session next week. We're gonna either pass or fail that thing before rebill. That's what we're gonna do. Roman like, what? That's crazy. Yeah, I think we're just gonna try and get that account passed or failed. So we will be slinging 3 minis. We will be trying to execute quite a bit. Man, the NAS is taking off for me here. Come on. Come back. Come back. I don't really want to enter long from 550. Yeah, I thought so too, Roman. I thought we were going to get back down into the 520s. Did we get into the 520s? Yeah, just barely, though. Man, what a pump. What a pump. GG's if you guys caught that. I mean, it's ripping to the north side. Yeah, I'm not going to go chasing this Roman at all. I mean, even with these orders stacked through here in the 60s, and it's probably a cheap trade for 10 points, I don't want to be any part of the snapback. Yeah, I thought it would just come a little bit deeper than what it did. I mean, where it bounced really didn't make a lot of sense to me. I'd have thought if it was running stops, it would have came down even below 520, really. I think it was just picking up buyers. Oh, Roman, we're quoting Eminem now? If it pulls back to like low 540s again, I'll try it. I'll give it a shot. But man, I don't know that it's going to do that. I think it might just run really up to 570. Whoever this is stacking orders up here has moved 2 of the blocks higher. It's just not going to give it, not going to pull back enough. Is anybody holding the long down there from around 530? Impulse waiver, it might have bounced off the top of the 15-minute. Fink's just like, nope. 542, Kyle. Okay. Yeah, like if we get a pullback toward close to your entry, I'm not opposed to trying it. Relatively tight risk. Roman, they're up all the way through the mid 580s. $640s? I mean, that's way up there. Where is... Okay, so... Kilt mids at like the 526. Oh gosh, they're trying to make you chase here. Everything just feels like I'm chasing if I enter anywhere in here. Kyle, you get on anywhere right now? Yeah, I've been there. What's up, JC Trades? How are you? Made 211 on a 5 mini scalp. What were you targeting? 2 points, Roman? Oh, for sure, Fankster. The fact that we're trading back above 23,500 and prior week's point of control is pretty telling. Especially after a heavy sell day like we saw today. To recover that strongly towards the end of the session was pretty telling. Yeah, 956. That's what I'm kind of. It's what it's kind of feeling like, right? Like, let me see what we got going on the DOM. I mean, there's not a lot below us right now, guys. Everything with size is above us. Go to the 30-minute chart. Looks like a bull flag. Oh, yeah. Yep, indeed. I mean, we aren't far off all-time highs. We aren't far away. Oh, Team Massive, I wouldn't even try to short this market right now. I wouldn't even try. You're looking for, at this point, for a short for me, if you're asking me, I'm looking for sellers to actually take control and be holding below a key level at this point. You know, below a prior swing high. I wouldn't, me personally, I'm not good at scalping. So I would be waiting for a structure break, you know? I've been that person that's tried to short near all-time highs and gotten run over. It's just not a game I want to play anymore. It's just not a game I want to play anymore. I have been there, done that, want nothing to do with it anymore. Adrian, let's see. How does gold look? Oh, jeez. Yikes. I mean, this is right at the open tonight. Yeah, I want nothing to do with any of this. I mean, especially with how much leverage gold has on it. Like, that's, I mean, what is this? This is, what happened? Was there news? I don't understand. Like, that's wild. Apparently Trump is tariffing 1 kilogram bars of gold. I mean, this is crazy. So literally in the last, hour and a half of New York, of RTH, and in the first minute of the overnight session, it pumped that much. I mean, that's almost $100 on gold. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, guys. Holy cow. Bounced off the June and May high, Adrian. Yeah, I don't look at gold a whole lot, but that's wild. That's a big move. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money being made. Or lost. One way or the other. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I'm kind of with you. I'm scared of gold. I am scared of gold. Dang you, Naz. I needed something a little more than... Oh, guys, it's annoying. It's annoying. I can't catch a trade. Price is not cooperating with me. Oh, you're shorting a micro from 3,500, Adrian? Yeah, I mean... I don't know. This is a possible bounce spot here, I would think. If buyers are really in control. Hey, what's up, Austin? What's up, Randy? Jeff, you're super conservative with gold. Yeah, most people don't have the pockets enough to stomach that kind of drawdown. Yeah, Finkster, it's pretty volatile. Today was pretty volatile. Really, since last Thursday, Friday, the market's been kind of volatile. I mean, if we can get a pullback, I'm not opposed to trying the long for the breakout here of this double top. But it's got to pull back more than 7 points. I'd rather it pull back down into here, back down around 550. I just don't know if we're going to get that. What's up, Alex? Yeah, thanks. Yeah, guys, if you could, smash that thumbs up button for me for the YouTube algo. I'd appreciate it. What's up, Min? Thanks, Red Candles. Appreciate you. You're long at 546? Oh, nice trade. Yeah, you got in right before it kind of took off. Yeah, man, I don't really see much stopping us once we get above this swing. So I mean, there's a couple downside wicks here, maybe at, you know, mid 570s. But you really have, honestly, you really have room all the way back up. Probably to 620 again. Candles forming for a return, Andres. You expecting the pullback? Yeah, Dan, I'm curious to see what CPI does. Alex, yeah, I'm in a buy the dip situation. I'm in a buy the dip situation until price is firmly holding back below. Right now, price is firmly holding back below really 23,400. You know, this area down here. I'm going to be buy the dip situation all the way to all-time highs. There will be some scalp short opportunities in there, but I'm not looking for any, like, real big hold positions on the short side. This buy up at the end of the day was pretty telling, in my opinion. Oh, Rice, one of the Georgia Bulldogs that the Lions drafted, is starting. Yeah, the Lions, their center retired, so they had to revamp their O-line. Oh no, Michael, that sucks. That sucks. Yeah, they do typically penalize you for stuff like that, for sure. Some of the props like auto close out any positions, auto flatten. I know Top Step auto flattens your position so that doesn't happen. Yeah, Michael, the Lions lost both their coordinators, the offensive and defensive. Lost both of them. It's all right. We still got Dan Campbell. We still got the head coach. DCD, yeah. I think you got room all the way up to 620, really. Like, you can kind of see orders starting to stack in up higher. Above 600 even. We're coming up on value area high from yesterday. Or prior week's value area high here. New manager Nims, Dan says. Nims is hopefully asleep. Nims is hopefully sleeping. I mean, it's 1:30 in the morning his time. Oh, nice AM to PM. Just hit your target. Very nice. Very nice. So tell me this, chat. What's your take on taking a payout? Because I hear people say different things from these. I'm curious, just overall, how you guys deal with payouts from props. Like, do you wait until you are past the buffer by a decent margin? Or do you, once you hit the buffer, go ahead and take a payout and lock in something to pay yourself back? I'm curious. Grumpy's like, I don't have that issue yet. So you guys withdraw at the buffer? So like, you know, on the 50Ks on my funded futures, the buffer's at what, 52,600 or something like that is what your account balance needs to read? So once you hit that, do you automatically go and take a payout? Yeah, I'm kind of the belief, right? Like, from my personal perspective, I think right when you hit that, you should take at least enough of a payout to cover your expenses for the cost of that eval, right? Oh, nice combo. GG's. Well, yeah, like, so here's the thing, right? Like, they're forcing you to go live so much quicker now as well. So I'm almost of the belief now with the changing rules with the props, you know, they aren't pushing you to live, or they didn't used to push you to live as quick. But I think now that they're pushing you to live so fast, I almost think that you need to lock in as much as you can prior to going live. Oh, nice. Thanks, the J. Appreciate you. But yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious as to how you guys approach the payouts. No, Andres, it's just the well, I've been pushed to live before. But say you're with My Funded Futures, right? If you run up a really big balance quick, they'll probably push you to live. And at the very worst, like after 30 winning trading days of $100 or more, you automatically go live. Just past 2 top set B vals, Kyle. Nice. Take it slow. Take it slow. Take the funded slow. Hang on to them for as long as you possibly can. Yeah, exactly, Kelly. I mean, I don't know if they copy trades or anything like that, right? Like, I've never been in the back rooms of these prop firms myself. So I don't really know what goes on behind closed doors or what goes on at headquarters. But I think you need to pay yourself. At least for the cost of admission, right? Chris, tomorrow you'll request your first payout from a prop. Nice. GG's. Man, we got some good traders in the chat. This thing has just run without me the whole way up. That's frustrating. They pulled all those orders. Did they move them higher? Up. Nope, they just pulled them all. Paul, I'm with 4 different props. I'm with My Fund of Futures, I'm with Top Step, I'm with Lucid, and I'm with Take Profit Trader. Oh, Michael, my Quantower book map. So it's actually it's called the DOM surface. Everything is default on my DOM surface, with the exception of changing the levels count to 500, so that I have a wider view of the market. Like, you can change this higher if you want to see more levels. I just don't really see, like, I could change this to say, okay, let's go 999 levels. Right? And now I can see all the way up to above 25K, technically. Right? But it takes a lot of... Ooh, AC, I'm not sure. I've never traded on... Are you on Top Step X? Yeah, Demo, it's up there. It's up there, and it's running without people. Got in at 543. Oh, nice, Apple. Nice. Chris, like, if you're trading with props, Quantower is generally a free option with the exception of Top Step, really, right now. Oh, nice, Demo. Nice. Yeah, if you got long, you're in a good spot. I mean, if you were long it from the open, Yeah, you're in a real good spot. I mean, you're up nearly 60 points. Kevin, you're long since 5:30. Very nice. Very nice. So you bought this dip down here? That's a good buy. You got the 540 bounce, Michael. Nice. Yeah, Kevin, I was expecting lower as well. That's kind of why I held off on it. I know, Finkster. Dang, Ryan. You actually caught the 528? That's I mean, that's a snag. That is a snag. Demo, Bo on Discord is a genius. Yeah, there's some good traders in the Discord. I mean, there's better traders than me in that Discord for sure. You credit Sassy the Sass for your profit? Oh, goodness. Oh, red candles. It shows a lot. It shows a lot. I definitely like it. It definitely gives me a good sign of, you know, exhaustion and absorption. Gives you a good area of interest when we are trending in a certain direction as well with where the larger orders are stacked. When you see the larger orders flip from the top side to the downside, you can generally expect a pullback at some point, you know, in an uptrend, vice versa to the downside. So it gives clues. It drops hints. Sid, 400 block? Is that what you're asking up here? Let's see. Yep, 424. 424 and then 46 right on 600. And then there's even one up here above a 60 block. So you've got roughly 550 orders stacked up here. It gives you manipulation vision, Dan says. Jay, yeah, so I have a footprint hiding right here. It's a delta footprint chart. So total volumes on the left, delta on the right. Ooh, nice little pullback here. We're getting a little bit of volatility tonight. I kind of like it. Greatest nothing. Boing, right off my level. Let's see here. So it bounced this wick here at 68. And a full recovery really quick. Rice is long. Yeah, I'm about to join you here. Get a pull back into the low 70s and I'm on board. Gonzalo Gold again. Okay, I don't know if I necessarily like all this aggressive buying here. Not being able to push back up. Do we have anything lower? Not really. I'm gonna wait. I think it might pull back a little bit more. What's up, Indian Burn? How are ya? Short 63.86 on ES. Yeah, ES was kind of heavy today too. Extremely heavy. Not yet. I kind of wanted to run these downside wicks and see what happens. There we go. There's a little bit of a sell. You're streaming your chart on your business channel, Indian Burn? Nice. Oh, Cornell, you caught that little flush out there. Nice. Yeah, Team Massive. I mean, if it gets really heavy. DCD, it's coming all the way back to your break even. No, you should have locked. You should have had a trailer on. All right, guys, we got 183 people in here right now. Thanks for tuning in tonight. I appreciate you. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet and are new here and want to support the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Say hello in the chat. Also, if you guys could smash that thumbs up button for me. $1,000 for the night, Andres. Nice. Nice. That's a big night. I know, guys. I kind of wish I had an eval or a combine to sling around. Practice my scalping. Yeah, cheers, Andres. That's well done. 1,000 on tonight. I mean, that's a great globex session. Yeah, you want to give me yours, Jenna? Okay. I mean, it bounced where you wanted it to, Squanto. We're kind of seeing passive buyers step in here in the low 60s. The trade desk has practice accounts, $19. The futures desk? Okay. I don't know what to expect here. We're kind of just like in that area of decision right now, that where it could snap either way. So I think for longs, you kind of want a sweep below and then a reclaim back above 560. Oh, you made a big payout not realizing your drawdown would be nothing after that, Z? Oh, no. I'm sorry. At least you got the payout, though. Well done on the payout. I mean, that's kind of why we trade props, right? To get paid. DCD's like, nah, to be honest, I trade props just to lose money. Hey, thanks for the sub, Bryce. I appreciate you. But you lost the pro account, Z. That's all right. Did you at least take enough to, you know, cover your costs and start another one? Man, I'm remembering why I love globex against slow, easy movement. I have a hard time in the slow movement. I don't know that it's that easy for me because I'm so used to the volatility and the high volume of New York session. I feel like I trade that so much better than I do during globex. Powell, if you've got a proven strategy, straight to funded's kind of worth it. If you're not wasting any time, you know. If you're making 1,000 a day, you know, as is. Hey, Andres, cheers. Enjoy your weekend, because I probably won't see you till Sunday night when I go live again. Yeah, Powers, I'm a better RTH trader than I am a globex trader, for sure. Writing the ticks, lost my funded account $150 away from a payout, tried to force it. Oh no. That is the worst feeling. I'm so sorry, writing the ticks. That is the worst feeling. Is it gonna run without me again? Oh, this market. The J, yeah. So I'm probably 95% of my executions as far as day trades are concerned are placed on NQ. It's kind of where I feel the most comfortable. So yeah, I definitely ride this train a lot more than I trade anything else. Occasionally, I did place a YM trade today. You know, but it was pretty much solely based on this indicator. Which, that's a bad print, to tell you the truth. Man, YM got heavy today, huh? Jeff, you're 8 green days on a funded account and only $500 away from payout now. Nice. Nice. But yeah, Jeff, I mainly trade it in Q. All right, DCD setting the trailing now. Okay. YM bounced perfectly off the standard deviation 2 level. Greatest nothing. Yeah, you do a real good job of, of in the trading plans posting those levels for everybody. In fact, if you guys are members of Levels Up or Level Up Discord community, aside from my trading plans, obviously, you'll want to check out that trading plan section under the indexes. Greatest Nothing puts the levels for all the indexes out there, everything that he's seeing. It's worth a look if you like to trade multiple assets or multiple tickers. I meant it's worth a look, as do other traders in there. You still got that big order sitting just below 23,600, Roman. Jeff, you do probably 70% gold and 30% NQ. Yeah, you gold traders are crazy. You're nuts. People think NQ traders are crazy. Gold traders are nuts. Do I know how to set the ATM settings? What do you mean by ATM settings? Oh, nice, Rice. Yeah, I'm getting interested in it as well. Just need to make sure it holds here. Pretty much right here at what is this? 568.75. Hey, what's up, Sarouge? Yeah, it was a wild day. It was wild today. All right, we're going to give this a shot. If we can get in. No, Willie, I'm actually trying the long here. If I can get in. If it gets back above like 74, 75 without tagging me in, I'll probably take this order off. Oh, great. I can't get in a trade, guys. I can't get in a trade. Yep. It's gone. No longer wanted if it comes back down there. Yeah, DCD, that's the problem. During globex, like you experience a lot of slippage. Like sometimes as much as 3-4 points on a market order. No, I don't think I'll get it. I don't think I'll get that entry at all. And if price does come back down there, I have a feeling it's going downside, like down at this point. So you actually don't want it back below 68.75 in my opinion. Yeah, Alex, there's 400 up there. There's actually 500. Extraordinary cave trader. I was trying to get in there at 568 for the bounce long, but I said if it got up above 74, 575, I didn't like it anymore, and I would take it off because then I feel if I didn't catch that initial bounce and it didn't run from there, I have a feeling it's going to sweep lower. You only have 420. Yeah, so it's stacked orders, Alex, by the way. Let me show you. So you've got 425, you got 32 sitting right at 600, and then you've got 61 sitting up here at 608 and a quarter. I should check how bipolar gold is right now. Yeah, it's all over the place. Holy, it's moving. It's flying around. How do you guys even trade this? How do you trade that? I mean, that is a lot of money back and forth. All right, where's that vaunted VWAP at? So it's at 553. Gold is like a toxic X for you, JL. Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. They call it the Widowmaker, right? Like, is that what they call it? Or no, that's not gold. Is that Nat Gas? Is that Nat? I think it's Nat Gas. They call the Widowmaker, right? Yeah, now you guys can kind of see why I bailed on that position after that initial bounce. Natty is the yeah, so NG is the Widowmaker. Kelly's like horseshoes and hand grenades. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. It's so hard for me to trade around VWAP. Price just gets so choppy too often around VWAP. I mean, maybe it's good for like a bounce if you're looking for small targets sometimes, but I'm kind of leaning a little more downside right now. I'm almost half tempted to try the short. You know, the inability of buyers not to take new highs up here was pretty telling. What did I think of? Is that where VWAP was? It ran right to a VWAP, Doug? All I saw was the 500 level there. Is that where VWAP was? Yeah, no, 100%. I'm glad it's moving around. I'm glad it's moving around. That's for sure. Silver can be super slow. All right, we got, how many people we got in here? We got 185 people in here tonight, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me once again. I appreciate it. I am not the best globex trader. I'm much better during regular trading hours, New York session. The slow movement with random bursts gets me every time. I feel like I don't know what's going on. Yeah, you just closed the silver short. That was a slow one, Angelo. Yeah, red candles. I just have a hard time with it. I do much better when price is moving around. Extraordinary cave trader. So I usually, like, here's my thought about news, right? Like, big money, big institutional money, the money that moves the markets, has targets in mind picked out long before news ever drops, right? It has to be something incredibly drastic in order. I mean, there's obviously going to be a surge of volatility with news releases, but overall, to me, that's all it is just the surge of volatility. I mean, have you ever seen when a really important news headline comes out negatively and the market shoots up, right? When it just makes no sense why the market moved the way that it did. So I think the driving factor behind the market is big money. We're just trying to ride their coattails. Go down to 15-second chart, Mr. Dev. Whew, 15-second chart. That's that is really low time frame. I don't know if I like the long here, Kelly. I'm not going to lie. I feel like this could crash right through VWAP. He's spitting facts. You better listen. I don't know. I've never got anything. I rarely trade a 1 minute. To tell you the truth. Normally the lowest I go is 5 minute. Coming from Forex, this is way calm and predictable, Brainwash. I know we've got a lot of traders in the chat that are coming over from Forex. Those of you guys who came over from Forex, how are you liking futures so far? I mean, I figured you would. Same thing with options traders. How are you guys liking how are you guys liking trading futures in comparison? Yeah, that's what I kind of figured that was going to be the case. You know, there's a lot less to pay attention to. Hey, thanks for the sub, Denise. What's up, Sarah? How are you? Forex. Double futures, you hated Forex, huh? Hey, later, DCD. Yeah, thanks, DCD. Yeah, guys, if you haven't yet, hit that thumbs up button for me. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing here. Sarah, you trade options, but you want to learn futures? I think futures is a lot easier than options, right? Like, I started learning to try to trade options, but trying to get a handle on all the Greeks and all that was just, it was a little too much for me. Futures is a lot more simple, a lot less to pay attention to. Stay away from the 0 DTE. Yeah, double futures, but I hear that like that's what a lot of options traders are using now, right? Is the 0 DTEs, right? From what I'm hearing. Extraordinary Cave Trader. No, I don't play PC games or video games or anything. Shoot, I think the last, like, even Xbox game that I played was, like, I don't know, Madden 2012. You know? Zero DTE is the same as clicking 5 minis in futures. It's that much leverage? Palmetto still need to see a Fortnite stream out of me. I don't know, brother. That's your area of expertise, my guy. Guys, Palmetto. We used to do a trading with the boys segment on my channel back in the day on Friday mornings. And Palmetto, when he just either the market was dead or he had usually, well, he'd gotten wrecked or something. I don't know. He would start playing Fortnite on the stream, just randomly. But no, I'm not a gamer. Okay, did we enter the chop area? That's the question. Hey, what's up, Lupe? Yeah, extraordinary cave trader. I mean, I have a life. I have a life outside of trading, right? I have a life outside of trading. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. What did we literally just pull back into VWAP? Like, is that what happened for a bounce? All right, so we've got 30-minute Asia session opening range. I'm not opposed to trying the long if we get back above 570 again. Otherwise, I'm probably going to try a short position. I ride horses, eat barbecue, and go to live shows. Dopebook, I live in Louisville, not Nashville. I'm in Kentucky. Nashville's about a 3-hour car ride for me. Same thing. Going to louder than life? No, I'm not going to louder than life. Ooh, nice little smack there. Oh, did you make that nice? Oh, yeah, the West Coast is extremely expensive. The sand is expensive. Oh, y'all are wild. Palmetto, what's my favorite cut of steak? Oh, let's see here. I mean, obviously you can have the best of both worlds and just get yourself a porterhouse, right? I would say my next favorite cut I mean, I like them all, but I'll say New York Strip probably would be my next favorite. VT brisket. Brisket's always so dry, right? Like, it's always so dry. I have a hard time with brisket. How do I deal with the big wicks? I typically, right, like generally when I see big wicks, they're normally dropping into one of the levels. So I'm not too, they don't bother, either that or I'm in position already generally. Like, I generally don't get into a position if I'm not in one. If I see a big wick, because Price likes to re-travel those wicks a lot. Hey, Mr. Dev. Nice. We'll see ya. Enjoy your weekend. Your long is putting you through a roller coaster right now, Squanto? Emotional damage? Yeah, price is back and forth right now. I think the long is starting to look better, but it's got to get back above 570 for me. VT, no, I don't trade gold. I don't trade gold. Like, look at this chart right now. I'm good on all that. Yeah, I think so too, Brainwash. I think you're right. I think 600 will get traded. I think I would like it to get above this high over here, though. If you're asking me. So, like a 71 entry looks good. In fact, here, I'll go ahead and do this. And see if I can get it. And then I will pull my stop to below 560. Yeah, great is nothing. I just didn't know. I'm not a VWAP buyer. Like, I hear you. But I'd rather wait for the confirmation. And this right here is exactly why I put my entry where it is as well. Because I didn't get filled out there either. But I do think if we get back above 570, it's probably going to rocket higher. And if it doesn't get there, then we're probably going to roll over and go lower. VT, I really just look at like the US indexes. YM and RTY, I know some people do trade RTY. I don't really like them during globex sessions a whole lot. I think NQ provides more opportunity during globex sessions in the slow movement than most of the other ones. I mean, I guess you could make pretty good money on ES. It just feels a lot slower than NQ does. Hey, Dope Book Features, thanks. Enjoy your weekend. Yeah, JL, that's what's resting there. So I have a buy stop sitting at 571. But yeah, it's a limit order that's resting there. Planning to add gold to the watch list, VT? I mean, gold flies around. There's money that can be made there. 100%. Oh, Indian Burn, you're still looking short side? Yeah, I mean, look, I didn't get the long. So you should be pretty good. Sarah, so if you're looking to start, I mean, do you want a paper trade for a minute to kind of get used to it, or do you want to try like the prop firm route? Extraordinary Cave Trader, I chart ES, right? Like I have levels drawn on ES, but I don't trade it a whole lot. So like I chart it and I do analysis, but I don't really trade it a whole lot. Devin, you've hit the top for the longs and the bottom for the shorts. Oh, no. That's the worst feeling, too. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Sarah, like ES, here's the thing you're going to learn about futures traders, right? Like, is people that are loyal to ES will tell you stay away from NQ. Like, they will just say, why do you trade NQ? But it's vice versa for NQ traders, right? Even though the things move kind of in tandem a lot and move similarly, I don't know why people are that way, but that's the way. ES traders will almost, you know, look down on you if you trade NQ, and same thing for NQ traders to ES traders. I don't know why they're each specific, but the majority of the time that's what it is. Every ES trader that strictly trades ES, they all they all say this. You want a paper trade first? Okay, so chat, what are some good paper trading? I want to say Thinkorswim. Who do you have? Who's your options account with, Sarah? Who do you trade what platform do you trade options on? There's a good chance that you could paper trade on your trading platform. The long position is costing you your youth. TradingView has one. Like ES, I feel is a little bit, it's not as volatile. You don't get as much of the, you know, like whippy movement that could get you out of position. There's more volume traded on ES. I'll say that. But NQ is so much fun. Like, it's so much fun. But it can definitely be like a bad drug too. It can definitely be like a bad drug too. When you're winning, it is. Yeah, so we just always got to be winning. I mean, that's what we got to do. We just always got to win, right? Sid, no, I haven't really considered that at all. I haven't really considered that at all. Because no matter what, like when you're on camera, you're thinking about that kind of stuff anyway. And the last thing I would want to do is be ignoring chat questions. If I'm going to stream live, I'd rather be engaged with the chat, answering questions, you know. Otherwise, there's just no point. At least in my opinion. Why would I not just sit there by myself and trade, you know? Alright, I'm going to put this order back on. Just in case we want to get there. Price is holding up relatively well. I think I would get filled if it's going to run. And if not, I'll never get into the position. So... Yeah, Mr. Big Beef. I mean, that's accurate. It's accurate, right? Like, you do get shaken out on NQ positions definitely more than you do on the ES. But you definitely get the bigger moves point value-wise on NQ. Wix, I don't know what I'm at on subs tonight. Let's see. We're at 2821. So not over 3K yet. We'll be there by the end of the month, though. I would think. That number still shocks me. 2,821 subscribers. Yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there, guys. You appreciate my streaming style, Sarah? Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not a seasoned streamer. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just hanging out with you guys. we have a nice little community. I have a good time. It makes it you guys make it easy on this end. Harris, I'm trying to long here, but I'm trying to long from higher. Yeah, Wix, the last couple months has been wild on my channel. Man, we've had a couple streams where we were over, over 100 subscribers. It's been really a lot of growth. It's because of you guys, man. Like I said, we owe everything. I owe everything to you guys. Any success this channel sees is because of you guys over there clicking the like button, tuning in each and every night. Thanks, VT. I mean, I've said it a million times. I think the other streamers fail to realize why they got to where they're at. They take for granted the people that support them. I don't ever want to be like that. Tux, so this is going to be more of a breakout. So it's looking very, we're downward channel right now. If this does break to the top side, it's probably going to run up towards 600 relatively quickly. So I feel like it's a safe position. If it breaks to the downside, it would be similar to the downside here at this ledge that's setting up at 550, really at VWAP. So like 555, if it was to break to the downside here, we're probably coming all the way back down to the 520s. So really you could do something like, could have an order resting on either side of this break because it's probably going to be aggressive either way. Yeah, Wix, I think the growth on the channel, I think either way, it's not going to change like who I am and how I interact with the community, right? That's never going to change. My channel's grown because it's been organic. Brain, I don't read your comments. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Sometimes the chat gets flying around that I can't read everybody's comments. I definitely feel bad. I don't mean to, but it happens. I want to answer everybody's questions and respond to everybody. But yeah, the channel's grown because it's been organic, right? Like, we don't pay for subscribers. We're not manufactured based off giveaways or anything like that. Like a lot of the streamers that grow their channels, they do it because They have prop firm affiliate giveaways, you know, where you have to subscribe to their channel in order to get the giveaway. So like our channel's completely off organic growth, which is good. Brainwash, I do. My higher time frames are over on another monitor over here. I do have the 30-minute sitting right here. So I do have the higher time frames on this monitor. It's just this is moving a little bit faster. So yes, I do. My analysis is based on higher time frame stuff. During globex session though, you're kind of generally trading smaller ranges, so it's generally in between two of the key levels for the most part. Every now and then you'll get a breakout, but no giveaways, no merch. Yeah, Tim. I mean, to do a merch drop, right, guys? Do you know how expensive that is? Like, even to do, like, t-shirts, like screen printed t-shirts at its cheapest, it's like $4,000. It's crazy. I know, Kelly. Yeah, it just died. The market has died. So it'll be a random surge of volume at some point that moves us one way or the other. So I'm just kind of hoping it's to the top side. But yeah, you definitely, like, right now, this don't get me wrong, in volatile situations, guys, I would never place an order above and below a range at the same time. I'm not doing that right now. I'm only playing one side. But ideally right now, this is what's happening. You're seeing constricting price, right? And inevitably what's going to happen is it's going to either burst up or it's going to burst down. And that's the next move that you're going to get. And then more than likely you'll get, you know, a retest of the range and then a continuation move. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, newer, like, I agree with you guys, actually. If you're just learning how to trade, this isn't something that you should probably be trying. Wow, we just surged from like 160 viewers to 214. Wow, welcome all you new viewers. If you're new here, my name is Wes. I'm a full-time futures trader. Thanks for tuning in tonight. I appreciate you. If you want to support the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. We got a great community of traders here. The chat's amazing. They're what drive this channel. They're what make this place amazing. So welcome. Yo, Jim, the Stock Tiger crew, is that what you're saying? Yeah, we just had this random surge of like 40, 50 people. Oh, nice, Tux. – . . . . . . . – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – I mean, you guys have Charles Jolly not buying it. Not buying what? Not buying that we got good traders in the chat, or not buying the market? Hey, what's up, Jenna? No trades yet. No trades yet. I got left behind earlier on the move, and you were kind of left chasing this if you didn't get in from down here, and I didn't want to chase. And it just didn't give a deep enough pullback for me to hop on. Oh, traders, Charles? No, actually, the chats, actually, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. They're much better scalpers than I am. Much better. Put it this way. We do a chat trades stream every Sunday, and it's the only chat, like, on any streamer's channel that I've ever seen hit winners on the trades. I've never seen that happen. They've hit 4 straight as well. 4 straight winners. You know what I'm almost hoping for here? Is the dip lower for the immediate recovery, rather than just the slow grind to the breakout to the top side. Are we in a higher low? Jenna, my read for the overnight would be this level down here. I'd be watching 480 to 500 to make sure that price stays above this area. Until price got below here and was holding below 480, I would keep your buy the dip mode on NQ. ES, a similar level would be, what, 63.75, it looks like? Would be that similar level. You should do a poll every stream so you could copy trade the chat. Generally, that's not a good idea. However, I'm shocked. So Finkster, right now, to me, this is still holding a bull flag scenario, right? You have the ledge right here. Pretty much right where we wick to. If it was to sweep these lows and hold below these lows, I would say that's a failed bullish flag. Oh, 100% Wix. 100%. Yeah, Brain, most chats, like most of the time they say fade the chat. I'm not so sure anymore. I'm not entirely certain anymore. Yeah, Finkster. I mean, ideally, right? I mean, I'm streaming, so I want to kind of get in some action. I would not be placing a trade where it's at, right? I would be waiting for price to get up here or get down here. So technically, like during New York session, I wouldn't be trading any of this action at all. I would be waiting for one of these two areas to get tagged before I made a decision. Sid, I've never used Sierra. Rudolph, yes, I do trade New York session. I don't stream. Yeah, I don't stream during New York session currently. When the demand is there for it and it makes sense to do it, I will do it. But currently the amount of followers, you know, like subscribers and the amount of viewers that I get, we get more during globex right now. Because people are watching the guys who have 100,000, 200,000 subscribers, you know. I'm not going to compete with those guys or steal viewers from them. So it just makes more sense to stay in the Asia session right now. The Finkster, I practice a level of patience that I've never experienced. What's up, Salty Puds? A blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then. Charles isn't believing it. Rudolph, my profits haven't been great. There have been people in the chat, though, that have made over 1,000 tonight already. There was a good move here, you know, when price swept below 530, if you were able to catch this long. But if you weren't long from the very bottom, it was really hard to hop on this move, in my opinion. It just did not give a deep enough pullback. No, but the Finks are in my mind, right, over time, because I've been doing this a long time, it makes more sense to wait for those key areas to execute from. That way, you know, your risk is tight and your targets are wide. So if it does run for you, you're in a big profit trade. Right? Very few people can sustain the high enough win rate that you need in order to be profitable scalping out small moves. Very few can do it. I can't do it. I failed. I tried to be a scalper and I just was not good at it. Rudolph, sometimes that you get a lot of moves. Like this was this was a 60-point move here to the top side. So sometimes it's just random when it happens. But yeah, they do get really slow. Price really likes my stop loss, Squanto. Yeah, I mean, that's just that spot doesn't make sense to enter for me because that very easily could be the shelf that falls out. What's up, Curtis? Oh, Sarah, you like the lo-fi? Hey, thanks for the sub, Danny. I appreciate you. All right, let's see if we can get the burst through to the top side here. I'll probably target just shy of 600. I'll front run that big order that's sitting there if I do get this long. So it will be about, you know, a 20-point trade. A little more than. Jack, what makes me so comfortable to get in after a pullback? Because we're in an uptrend, right? Like I'm trading with the trend. Technically. Charles, you took 400 trades scalping today? Holy. I mean, that's some action. That's a level of focus that I just don't have, right? Like that's a level of locked in that I just do not have. I don't have the energy for that. Danny, size down. Size down. That's That's the biggest thing, right? Like if you are finding yourself, if your strategy, because every strategy is going to go through a losing streak, right? Like you have to be able to stomach that. So your sizing is what's appropriate when you're beginning those funded accounts, really. So I would probably size down to nothing more than 3 micros. Yeah, Angelo, I can't imagine. I can't imagine. I take like 3 to 5 trades a day, guys. Like, I cannot imagine. That's a level of locked in that I can't do for, 7, 8 hours straight. Down 1.3K, finished up 1K. Oh, nice. Well done, Charles. Yeah, there's some people that are really good at scalping. I'm not one of those people. I have a friend, Brian. Brian trades. He's been trading for 20 years, and he's kind of that way, but he's highly profitable. He trades size. He hyper scalps. He's been trying to slow it down to the point where he's, taking 15 to 30 trades a day. Oh, Bash, you got a trading partner who's full porting and still wins. Here's the one thing, guys. Don't compare yourself to other traders. Right? That's a recipe for disaster. Everybody's different. Like, everybody processes information and data differently. I can't stress enough. Do not compare yourself to anybody else. Right? Go at your own pace. I think that's kind of what's plaguing the online trading industry right now, is these YouTubers who are all copy trading tons of accounts and throwing max leverage at things. That's not the reality. That's not how you find long-term success in trading. Jenna, if you are profitable, what I would do, if you have 50K to throw in a personal account, go ahead and throw 50K in a personal account. In my opinion, get that personal account started. You can always go back to props if you need to, but I would use the props to fund your personal, is what I would do, if you're profitable. Yeah, Charles, you have to maintain a super high win rate. A super high win rate. Sell on gold futures right now? Man, you gold traders are wild. I don't even know. I don't even know. Is this all-time high on gold? Can't possibly be, right? Let's go to the hourly. Let's go back like 6 months. And we'll hit apply. Oh, man. So it ran all-time highs tonight? I wouldn't short just yet. I would wait for another retest of 35.10 if you're asking me, since that is previous all-time high. I guess it already did the retest and held below. I don't know, guys. That's a tough call. I don't know what I would trade on gold. You're so close to holding those all-time highs. You kidding me? That didn't get me in. All right, we're long. Precision Funding. What prop firms do I trade with? Currently, I'm with 4 of them. I trade with. Thanks for the super chat, by the way, and the $1.99 dono. Appreciate it. I currently trade with Top Step, My Funded Futures, Lucid, and Take Profit Trader right now. But I will definitely check you out. Mezcal, it's the spread risk around. That's why. Danny, because we broke the top side of the range. Like, I'll know relatively quickly if I'm wrong, if this just falls back into the middle of this range. Yeah, Mezcal, they will. They'll like it, you can talk to the risk management team at each of them. And generally, like if you're a really good trader, if you've proven over time, a lot of them, like my Lucid one's not that old. It's fairly new. The one that I've been with the longest is Top Step. My Funded Futures accounts are relatively new as well. Same thing with Take Profit Traders. So those 3 are fairly new. Thinkster, next market open? What do you mean? Like, when does London session start? London session goes at 3 a.m. It opens at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard. The Asian Open is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. Why are you so profitable only when you're watching streams? I don't know. Maybe that's because you're a little more patient when you're watching a streamer. I mean, that's what a lot of my chat says, right? Like they say that watching the stream keeps them out of trouble, makes them a little more patient. AC, I go live every Sunday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. Oh, Precision, you have direct to funded, paid same day. Nice. Nice. It seems like a lot of the props are doing that these days. Just keep super chatting. Yeah, Tux. So I'm one of those that doesn't watch like, you know, other streamers at all, really. I tune everything out when I'm doing my trading. So like I really don't know what's going on in the streaming trading world at all. Like during the New York Open, I'm focusing up for the first couple hours and making my money for the day. That's cool. You're getting. I wouldn't say I'm getting spammed. That's two super chats. You guys are cracking me up, man. Wow, 220 people in here right now. Hey, thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. I appreciate you. Like I said, if you want to support the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. I can't thank you all enough for tuning in. Each and every night, showing up, providing the vibes. No, Squanto. Honestly, if price gets up there, I would expect it to run through 600, probably up towards 620. It's not really doing a very good job of accelerating to the top side here, though, is it? I'm going to hang in there, though. If you guys remember the last few nights, I've moved my stop to break even relatively quickly and paid the price for it. Mezcal, it all depends on what's going on pre-market, to tell you the truth. I generally wait it out, you know, the first 15 minutes or so of market open. But if I have a good read on it, I'm not opposed to taking a trade in that first 15 minutes. Hey, Wix, enjoy your evening. Enjoy your weekend as well. Yeah, it can get a little crazy. It definitely can get a little crazy. Yeah, it looks good right now. I just don't know with the volatility if it's going to be one of these fake out runs higher. There is an order sitting here at the low 580s. So we do have some size sitting up in through the 580s all the way up into 600. All right. Unfortunately, I don't want this coming back at this point, so I am going to go break even. I don't like the failure of running 580 there. So we will put our stop right at 572. Yeah, Kelly, they kind of do. There has been some spoofing going on in the market. With all this aggressive buying, not pushing new highs yet, that's why I'm kind of going break even. Eric, that's exactly where I should add. Right at my entry. Yeah, I'm a firm believer when something goes in your favor. I'll take the break even over a loss any day, right? Yeah, you might miss out on some of the moves, but I would have definitely preferred this to get a little more aggressive through 580 on the initial push, so I'd rather be safe than sorry. Yeah, Sean, we're in a trade. We're in a trade right now. Slow the time perception down. It's globex. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's accurate, right? I think you saw this on an episode of... That's funny. You went long 15 minutes ago, Eric, so don't listen to you. Wow, we all of a sudden have 230 people in here. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. Yeah, Danny, you could see, right? Like you had the consolidation, price was constricting, right? So if you were to draw the trend line and the top of the range here, generally when you find these areas of price constriction, it's going to break one way or the other. So what a lot of people do is they'll straddle their position. They'll take a long at the top side of the range and place a sell order at the bottom side of the range. And whichever way it breaks, you want to ride it out. But like what people are talking about right now, why they think my stop, I'm moving too early, is because a lot of times what you'll have is the break. You'll have the retest of that range and then the move, the extension. So that's why people are saying what like I understand what they're saying. But if you're a newer trader, I don't know that I would make this trade a whole lot, right? This is definitely not an A+ setup. Let's put it that way. What's up, Bruce? Like I'm taking a long into resistance technically. But now it's risk-free as well. So if it does start to get some legs to the top side, I'm in a good spot. Yeah, pretty much, Danny. It's kind of like a trend line break. Like, I mean, if you're looking at chart patterns, right? You've got a flag set up. Oh, originate within? The chat account's still alive. The chat account is still alive. Oh, I got stopped out. Break even, guys. The chat account is actually positive now. Brain, my average stop loss is normally around 20 points during RTH, 20 to 25 points. Yeah, Zipster, we're going to go aggressive. In fact, the next week I'm probably going to do... oh, nice, Indian Burn. Up 532 on the night. GG's. I'm probably going to do chat trades each night. Danny, no, I don't trade ICT concepts. I don't trade ICT. Wait, Kevin, your 572 long wasn't triggered? My 572 stop was filled. How are you not triggered in? It'd be kind of fun to do a chat trades night using different concepts like ICT. I wouldn't, Finkster, I wouldn't short it right now. Did that bottom tick me? Almost. Just barely grab me. Oh, Kelly. So every Sunday right now I have a My Funded Futures evaluation going on. I'm allowing the chat to pick my, pick the trades pretty much. If that account passes, gets funded, and gets to payout, I'm going to reinvest all the... hey, thanks for the sub, Sunil. Appreciate you. I'm going to reinvest all the profits from that back into the chat in the form of giveaways or gift cards or something like that. What's my go-to strategy? Danny, I'm a support and resistance trader. It's what works for me, right? Like every trader's different. Everybody's got to find out what their eye sees easily, what they recognize easily, what they're comfortable with trading risk-wise. I am looking to trade level to level for the most part. Obviously, that trade was a bad example of my normal strategy, but I've found that executing at key areas is ideal. Your risk is well-defined and small, whereas your targets are wide. So I'm generally waiting for price to get into these areas for me to trade. And what I'm looking for is like break and retests, like something like this, right? So a bull flag in this case, the break of 500, the retest, the hold for a long. Up into 600 is where I would be targeting. Does that make sense? Something similar to the downside. Z, they're predetermined, so they're calculated daily. Yeah, Zipster, that's exactly right. That's kind of why I want to do chat trades until it's either pass or fail next week. Hey, thanks the Finkster. I appreciate you. Thanks for the $5 dono. I appreciate it. Enjoy your evening. I will see you next week. Sunday night. Tune in Sunday night. It's Chat Trades stream. How to mark those levels? Yeah, Danny. So it is super important to know how to locate the levels, right? What I'm looking for is higher time frame, major swing highs, major swing lows, where price has tested as it's rising from above or from below and wicked a lot and rejected and sellers stepped in, or where buyers have stepped in as the market's falling. This is the best explanation I can give for how to find them, but it does matter. It does matter where they are. It is imperative to know pretty much right where they are. Otherwise, you're going to be off with your risk. Do you see what I'm saying? Hey, what's up? Get to it. How are you? Kevin, no, I'm not calling it a night just yet. It's 10:30. We'll go for another 30 minutes or so at least. You'll take a trade if I do? I just got stopped out of one break even. I'm not sure if it was still a good trade or not. Or if it was a good move to break even. I still feel like this runs these tops at some point. I just don't know when. Price has been pretty slow over the last little while. Oh, Danny, cheers. Enjoy your weekend, brother. I'll be back Sunday night. Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. I don't know where you're at located in the world, but do previous pivot levels matter? Not to me, Z. I would say, you know, the only ones that I have on my charts are current days pivots. So like for the session that we're on and all day tomorrow, the pivots aren't going to move anywhere. So you got resistance 1 at 23,668, resistance 2 all the way up at 840, and resistance 3 at above 24K. Oh man. You got central pivot right there sitting at 500 as well. 498, 499. Support 1 all the way down here at 326. Support 2 at 157, 156. And support 3 below 23K. So the pivots are kind of wide, meaning they're anticipating some volatility. Brain. So what I do is I take previous swing, like higher time frame, swing low to swing high, and I'll draw a fib extension off of that, and then pivots as well is kind of what I use. But it's a guessing game at all-time highs, right? Like, nobody knows exactly where the top's going to come in. So I just kind of mark those areas on my chart as areas of interest. But I don't know how, you know, my confidence in those levels isn't as much, right? Like, you can see I do have levels above all-time highs, right? But it's all based off prior swing low to high on the higher time frame. Hey, Angelo, good night. Get to it. You want to see the glizzy charts? Here, we'll go to ES. For you ES traders. Yeah, I mean, the Keltner channel is starting to really constrict on the ES. Let's see what YM. Man, YM's been kind of messy. Big old swings on YM. Squanto, so ideally what you're looking for is the Kelt mid. These last two prints are kind of ugly on YM because they're kind of, it looks like they're news related. This is more ideal. A little less volatility. But it's the blue 200 period moving average. Would be full target. Right? You don't like to see lots of prints like these. This was a really good print. Really, really good. It's pretty much what your risk is, Squanto. I don't know if there's any set parameters for it. It's whatever you're willing to risk. Generally what I do is when I start to see these arrows print, I'll flip over to my levels to see if price is anywhere near a level. And I'll wait till price gets to that level in order to execute and just keep my trading the way that it is as far as risk and take profits are concerned. I can tell you this. I mean, it's Banana Bread Trade's trading strategy wrapped into an indicator. He's a really good trader. I'm just not a mean reversion trader. So I'm not as good as he is with trading it just yet. Kevin, you're about to get stopped out on your add-in long. Man, price just died on us, huh? Had that one good move, and then it just died. I feel like it's just going to slow grind up into that 600 area. Almost 2 hours since 62. Yeah, I know. We had one good move. One good move tonight. You know, this was kind of a good move too. But it was only, 25 points to the downside. Yeah, Sean, honestly, tomorrow the market might take a little breather. It very well could. We've had a good, full week of pretty big moves in the market. So I could see it going either way. I could see it being extremely volatile, I can see it being completely sideways. I can see it being range bound as well. Hey, later, Kelly. You get to it, you feel like buying gold. Oh, man. That's so scary. I mean, that size of a wick and then it failing previous. You've got all-time highs all the way up there. Let me go to a daily chart. Someone said 3,600. Let me go back a year. I mean, that was all-time highs on gold right here. That sweep was all-time highs. This is previous all-time highs. I mean, I can go back 5 years, I guess. I don't think it's been... Yeah, I mean, that is all-time highs on gold. Yeah, that is all-time highs on gold. Wow. Wow. We still got over 200 people in here tonight. Hey, thanks for tuning in tonight, guys, and hanging out, even though the market was extremely slow. If you're lurking in the background and haven't hit that subscribe button and want to support the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. Also, if you haven't yet, hit that thumbs up button for me if you could, guys. Oh, this market just died on us. Big subbing. I don't even know. What are we at right now? I mean, I was trying. I thought we'd try and go for 28.40 tonight. We're at 28.29. There's 28.30. So 10 more. I'd be happy with 10 more. I'm happy right now. Are you kidding me? With how slow the market is and people hanging out, keeping me entertained. Who here makes me so soup regularly? You know what's crazy that I thought about? Is there's a big possibility that next week we could roll over 3K subs next week. Like if it's a decent week. Which seems outrageous to me. I just can't believe the growth in the channel. I can't thank you guys enough. Never thought, never in a million years did I think that this channel would get to the size that it is right now. Never in a million years. It's just, there are no words. There are no words to express my shock and disbelief. And there are no words to thank you guys enough. Hey, Rice, nice. You got back to break even? Nice. I know, Eric, but like... I never anticipated what it is right now even, you know? I can't even imagine how I'm going to feel at 10K, 20K if we ever get there. Can't even imagine. I just, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know. The niche is good? Oh, you mean like globex session? Like the time I'm streaming? Yeah, it was the right move going to the Asian session for sure. Honestly, Eric, it's because of you guys. I'll be I'll be 100% honest about that. You know, it's the chat that provides the vibes and really runs the show, you know? Like that's what I feed off of. Raja Banks used to do pre New York. Oh, thanks. Get to it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty chill and mellow, like in real life. You know, what you see is what you get. For sure. I'm not fake. I'm not putting on an act. Eric, the globex moves as much as RTH? I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know about that. But it does move. It does move. It definitely moves. You just have to be really patient in your positions, right? You have to hold for longer periods of time. You don't have normally you don't have the crazy volatility. Yeah, that's kind of what throws me off, Eric, is like I'm so used to trading during the New York session where it does move relatively quickly. So you're not sitting around in the trade for as long. So like trading Asia session kind of throws me off a little bit. Because it'll just be so slow for so long, and then randomly you'll get this spike in volatility. And I haven't quite figured it out yet. Yeah, people tend to forget and then boom. Yeah, that's about right. It's generally like a news headline or something like that that drives the globex movement. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. Oh, we got a little downside, huh? 5 points. Tuxman, you're trading crypto? Yeah, I haven't touched crypto. If this does get back below the 30-minute opening range here at 67, I'm not opposed to trying the short. We did not take those highs yet. Look at this guy moving this order around. Trying to taunt the market. Oh, he's pulled it now. What's up, Faraz? How are you? Ethereum's been extremely easy to trade lately. Oh, that's you, Kev? Get trolled. Yesterday, Bitcoin behaved the same way as the US 30. Oh, get to it. This is just a visual representation of the DOM in real time. What you see over here on the here, I'll zoom in so you can see it. So this is the order book, right? Over here to the right-hand side. So these are the orders resting on the books. These are your aggressive buyers and sellers. So those that are pretty much marketing in at a given time. In its simplest form, that's what you're looking at over here. So, no, it's not. Technically, all this that's happened over here is the past. As new bubbles print, that's what's happening in real time. So yes, anything behind right here is the past. I know my camera's kind of blocking the timeline down at the bottom over here. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Get to it. It'll also show you whether, you know, aggressive buyers or aggressive sellers are getting absorbed by the passive buyers or sellers. Like, it definitely drops clues. It's a useful tool. Yeah, Romeo, exactly. It's great for spotting reversals. Exactly. Hey, what's up, Yoda Trades? You new here? Welcome to the community. Passive versus aggressive. Passive is going to be everything that you see here, a limit order, right? Aggressive is going to be like someone slamming the market in button. So what you're seeing over here, all these bubbles are aggressive. What if you put a big limit order? Passive are being put to influence aggressive retailers. Yeah, we would call that spoofing, Faraz. We would call that spoofing. There's been no way to... I've never, you know, like, it's technically not allowed, but I've never seen anybody get in any trouble for it. I've never heard of anybody getting in trouble for spoofing the market. Hey, Kevin. Yeah, GG's 400 up. Yeah, Yoda Trades, I'm right there with you as far as the 572. Eric's like, it's BS. Yeah, it happens, right? We've been seeing it happen all week, really. JP Morgan did 1 billion for metals manipulation. Yeah, it's so hard to prove, right? Especially if you're well, I mean, in order to influence the market, right? Hey, thanks for the sub, Black Mamba. Appreciate you. In order to influence the market, it's got to be big size. So you have to have, you know, a lot of money in order to influence the market like that. Generally on the overnights, what I've been noticing is that they're not trying to get a full fill on that order ever. They're just trying to take a partial, and because there's such low volume, get that instant move. JP Morgan to pay $920 million for manipulating precious metals? Wow. I mean, they must have been going heavy on it then. Oh, Yoda Trades, you're thinking the breakout here? Oh, yeah. OR trades? Yeah, for sure. No, you're perfectly fine asking that question. No insult at all. I'm not. So I trade the New York session. That's typically when I'm trading. I'm new to the globex thing. For sure. So I'm not the best trader during globex session yet at all. And I'm not a super scalper either. So the tight moves, the small moves, I really struggle with. Since I've been streaming globex though, that total that you see on the thumbnail is what I'm up over all my globex streams combined. So it's like a running total. But yeah. No, thanks for the question. But yes, I do trade New York session. I just don't stream during New York session currently because it doesn't make sense for my channel. But yeah, no, if you're tuning into my channel to see a guy flipping in and out of positions, you're in the wrong spot. That's not my style. Oh, no, you're perfectly fine, OR Trades. You're perfectly fine. I take no offense. I got stopped out break even, AC. I got stopped out break even. Yeah, Trader Cat, we did a New York like afternoon session last week. It had a good turnout for what it was for being a new time slot for me. We'll probably run it back again at some point. We might do New York Open at some point too, just to see what happens. Like I said, I'm just not sure what the turnout would be. You know, it makes more sense for me right now with where my channel is to stay in globex and just focus up and trade. Like streaming and trading at the same time is really hard. It's really, really difficult. There's a lot of noise. It's really, really difficult. Asian session, 50 trades, $200, Charles. Holy cow. You got 50 trades into this? Wow. Wow. But it makes more sense right now for me to just focus up and tune out all the noise and just trade myself, make my money, and then be done after the New York Open, you know, the first 2 hours of the session. But the demand is growing for New York session streams for sure. Check out YM, Z. What's going on YM? Bash, no, tonight's the last stream of the week. I'll be back Sunday night at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard. Have a good weekend, brother. Enjoy your evening. All right, so for you fib traders out there, are you looking for the full 50% retracement here is the question. Come on, stream Saturday night session. So the 50 is at 44,258. I mean, it's just bouncing the Kelp mid, the 200 period moving average. So I'd probably wait for a pullback back into it, but that would be the logical move. I don't know if I'd hop into a trade on YM right now. No, Eric. I have AT&T fiber for my internet. Let's see right now. I'm connected to Wi-Fi, so I'm not direct connect right now, but I can check it for you real quick. All right, it's running the test right now. My up currently. My up currently is 204. If I direct connect, I'm sure if I went direct connect, it's probably like 600 or 700, maybe even 800 on both those up and down. Oh, Trader Cat, when I was talking about fibs, that was on YM. That was on YM. So right now, you'd be looking at, let's see here. On NQ, NQ's already passed all important levels of fib retracement for the down move. Yeah, that was from today's high. So it looks like it floated the 50% and bounced. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, the only time I ever use fibs is when we're approaching all-time highs. Trader Cat, some people draw them all over the place. Some people draw them on all their different time frames. Some people use the auto fib as well. I'm just not a fib. I'm not a fib guy. I'm not a fib trader. I'm just not. I'm support and resistance. There's a guy in our chat or in our Discord that strictly uses fibs. Trades high leverage, looking for scalps. And I mean, he says he makes a ton of money. I'll put it that way. I haven't seen it, you know, more than a couple payouts here and there, but says he makes a ton of money. Squanto, yeah. Yeah, I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure. I just know what works for me, and it's worked for me over a long period of time, so I'm gonna stick to it. I'm not gonna deviate away from it. Mr. Longshorts, you use the auto daily fib. Okay. Yeah, my style keeps me out of trouble. You know? I know relatively quickly whether I'm right or wrong. And it doesn't have me executing a whole lot, no. But it has my targets really wide. Eric, as far as my like what my strategy is that what you're asking? Like what I would be looking for to get into a trade? I've only taken one trade tonight, and it was a range break play. No, I'm not trigger happy at all. So basically these gray boxes that you see are areas that I denote as higher time frame support and resistance, meaning major swing highs, major swing lows. In other words, if price holds above these levels, I'm anticipating price to travel to the next area. If price rejects these areas to the downside, I'm expecting price to travel down to the next, you know, support area. On these holds, what I'm looking for is something similar to this, a break and a retest and a hold above for the long. Downside would be a similar move. So this one's kind of messy, but it would be something similar to this, right? So my short entries usually are from the bottom sides of these boxes, stop at or just above the top extreme. Longs are typically from the top side, stop at or below the bottom extreme. So I'm generally risking 20 to 25 points on a contract. Oh, Yoda, you're flipping up here? Oh, no. Oh, no, Squanto, I'm sorry. Oh, Eric, no. It varies. It's level to level. So while I would be risking 20 points here on this trade, I'm technically targeting 80. So that's what, 4 to 1? But it always varies. Like I don't trade based on set risk to reward. You know, some of my trades could even be 12 to 1 risk to reward. Caps, what happened to gold? Okay, let's get out of the daily time frame here on gold so I have a little better look at it. Yeah, I would anticipate gold's probably going to fully retrace this buy up. So it's probably coming back to 34.54 in my opinion, or at the very least 34.70. Oh, impulse waiver. I got stopped out today on the trailer. So I took that one contract off at 23,500. The dip down today below 23,000 or 23,380 stopped me out completely. But it was a good trade. I was 2 minis long from 22,800. Locked in just shy of 26K. Yeah, the gold chart is crazy right now. That crazy pump on the after hours open. Would it be best to stop out the shorts in this area? I don't know, right? Like, we've spent an hour in this 10-point range. We have spent an hour in a 10-point range. Oh, thanks, MSG. Yeah, I got long off 22,800. It was a pretty easy buy. I was pretty comfortable in the position. I was comfortable holding it. And honestly, once we got back above, what was it, like 23,250-ish, I kind of knew that prior week's point of control right there at 23,500 was going to get hit. Hey, party, I'm right there with you. Look at my, well, I made less. I've made $5.32 tonight. So you got me. Alex, yeah, I'm still on. Still on currently. Probably about to call it, though. I mean, it's 11:15 my time. The market's not really doing a whole lot of anything right now. Unfortunately, we did not get to what we wanted to get to sub-wise tonight, and that's okay. The market was really slow. I didn't expect a lot tonight as far as viewership is concerned. I'm still happy with it. We are at 2,833 subs. Unbelievable still. Why is the pump taking so long, range cap? Yeah, it's just there's no volume. There is no volume tonight. All right, guys. I'm going to call it there. I'm not going to sit around and wait for a move that's may never happen until London session. So enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Once again, if you haven't hit that thumbs up button and want to support the channel, feel free to do so on your way out. If you're new here and want to hit that subscribe button, I live stream a portion of my trading day starting at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard, Sunday through Thursday. Guys, if you're continuing to trade this, trade safe, stay patient, enjoy your weekends, and I will see you all Sunday evening for another chat trade session. Peace.